You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and
welcome in, everyone, to the new home of the Cougar baseball team, the World Baseball Academy. We're here in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, for today's single game between the Goshen Maple Leafs and your University of St. Francis Cougars. Folks, we do apologize there about the stuttering with the video. It's a technical difficulty that we're going to have to get worked out here in the next couple games. But entering today's contest, St. Francis with a 6-16 overall record, 3-2 in Crossroads League play. Currently, your Cougars are tied for third place in the CL, hosting the Goshen College Maple Leafs. They are 10-13 overall, 2-3 in conference play. Last time out, these two teams played each other here at the Academy. This is at the Ash Center building. It was Goshen winning it 1-5. The Cougars took game number 1, 4-3, over these Maple Leafs. For the University of St. Francis, starting today on the bump's going to be Matt Fiorini, 6 foot 1 inch, 205-pound sophomore from Schombergen, Ontario, a transfer from Lake Erie College, to take on these Maple Leafs. Fiorini enters today's contest with a 0-4 record, a 7.71 ERA, one complete game under his belt. In 21 innings pitched, he's given up 28 hits, 21 runs, 18 of those earned, 11 walks, 11 strikeouts. Opposing hitters are hitting .329 against Matt Fiorini. Goshen College brings with them one of the better hitters in the Crossroads League. His name is Ben Longacre. Longacre enters today with a .435 batting average. That ranks him number 31 in the country. So leading it off for these Maple Leafs is going to be Brad Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus wears number 44. He's a senior infielder at 5'10", 195 from Goshen, Indiana, Souderton Area High School. Entering today's game, Stoltzfus with a .234 batting average, 19 runs scored on 15 hits and 64 ABs. He's got 2 RBI on the season, 16 walks, 10 strikeouts, and 3 stolen bases. So the first pitch from the lefty, Fiorini, in there for strike number 1. Good way to start off the day for the Ontario product. Down in the zone for strike 2. So Fiorini up in this count 0-2. It's again Fiorini entering today with 11 strikeouts and 11 walks. Shallow foul ball is in fair territory. Could not be caught. And heading all the way over to third now is Stoltzfus. So that's a double, but the Cougars never got the ball into the infield. Second baseman, number 13, Tony Bova, in the area, as well as number 23, Tyler Prince, the freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bishop Lewis High School. Prince with an impressive season so far in his freshman year, leading the team to .328 batting average. That's going to bring the plate Ben Longacre. Longacre's a center fielder. Once again, one of the top hitters in the Crossroads League. Currently with a runner at third base. That first pitch is going to be called a ball. 1-0 is your count. Longacre with a .435 batting average, 37 hits, 29 runs scored, and 85 ABs. He's got 14 doubles already on the season. Rips that pitch into left field. Left fielder Noah Frymuth stumbling on the play, so that's an RBI double. Puts Goshen on the board, 1-0. Longacre wasn't even able to get through all of his stats there, but that's his 12th run batted in on the season. He's got a .718 slugging percentage, ranks him number 35 in the country. Brings to the plate number 7, Clint Stable. Clint Strobel, excuse me. Strobel, the catcher, .356 batting average entering today's game. He's got 26 hits, 9 runs scored, and 73 ABs. Longacre at second base. First pitch is swung on, drilled into right center field. That falls in for a single. Longacre is going to get held at third base. 3 batters, 3 hits for the Goshen College Maple Leafs, as we have runners at the corners. 0 outs for the cleanup hitter, Ryan Hartig. Hartig with the second best batting average on the team of .378. 28 hits, 11 runs scored, and 74 ABs. He's got 3 triples on the season, which ranks him number 35 in NAIA for most triples. Breaking ball is a swing and a miss for the first pitch. Once again, 0 outs here. It's Longacre at third base and Strobel at first. Goshen College been jumping on Fiorini early in the count. Second pitch fouled off. Once again, folks, we do apologize about the stuttering in the video. No scoreboard here at the brand new facility. We'll be getting that installed here shortly. Hartig hits that ball into shallow right field. Catch is made, and beautiful throw in by the right fielder for your Cougars, number 25, Tanner Gaff. Gaff holding Longacre at third base, so we got 1 out. For the batter, Colby Molson, sophomore, 6 foot, 170 pounds, from Tipton, Indiana, Tri-Central High School. Molson with a .243 batting average. So the top 3 hitters for Goshen, really impressive, but it drops off drastically after that. Pickoff attempt over there to Prince. In Easley is the pinch runner. Got a courtesy runner over there at first base. Fiorini's first pitch is upstairs for ball 1. 1 out here with runners at the corners. Goshen up 1-0. From the stretch, Fiorini. That one low in the zone, 2-0's your count. Back-to-back-to-back hits for the Maple Leafs to start this game. Molson, .243 batting average, 18 hits, 4 runs scored, and 74 ABs. He does have 12 RBI on the season. 3-0's your count. slugging percentage of .270. He has struck out 16 times and has 8 walks, 1 stolen base. Pitch misses inside. So 4 straight balls to Mawson. And we got bases loaded with 1 out. Batter's Cody McCoy, the shortstop. McCoy's a senior from Menifee, California, Paloma Valley High School. McCoy with a .238 batting average, 19 hits, 11 runs scored, and 80 at-bats. 0 home runs, 1 RBI. 9 strikeouts, 5 walks. Down in this count, 0 and 1. Bases are loaded here at the Ash Center. This here is the showcase field, field number 1. Breaking ball misses low and inside. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. Unofficially, 3 hits for Goshen with 0 errors, as that first hit was a lazy fly ball right on the right field line, about 15 feet beyond the first base bag. Two and 1 your count. Fiorini basically been dealing from the stretch the whole top of the first inning here. Swing and a miss. Counts evened up at 2 apiece with 1 out, and bases are loaded. Goshen does not want to leave 3 runners on the base pass here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. So Fiorini with his first strikeout of the game. We got 2 outs now for the batter, Nolan Holcomb, number 27. Holcomb's a freshman, 6 foot, 155. He's from Dallas, Texas. Wakeland High School, so he's seen a lot of pitches. Fiorini now with 2 outs. The freshman at the dish. First pitch falls in for a strike. Holcomb with a .238 batting average, 5 hits, 3 runs scored, and 21 ABs, 2 RBI, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts on the season. Big cut. The freshman down in this count, 0-2. Fiorini once again from Schombergen, Ontario. St. Maximilian Colby High School. That's where he played his prep ball. Pitch misses on the outside. 1-2 with 2 outs. Bases loaded for the Maple Leafs. Head coach for Goshen is Alex Childers in his 5th season. 2009 graduate from Olivet Nazarene University. Counts evened up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nolan Holcomb. He's a DH today, but he's also a pitcher and an outfielder for the Maple Leafs. Two, 2 outs. The base is loaded here in the top of the first. Breaking ball. Slow chop over to Prince. Flips it to Fiorini for the out. So the Maple Leafs leave 3 stranded here on the 1-3. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. St. Francis down 1-0 to Goshen College.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Welcome back, everybody, to the World Baseball Academy. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Goshen College, 1 run on 3 hits, 3 runners stranded there in the top of the first inning. Cougar sophomore Matt Fiorini, first 3 batters got hits, battled back to limit Goshen to just 1 run. Here on the bump for the Maple Leafs is number 11, Cam Nickel. Freshman pitcher, 6 foot 185 from Elkhart, Indiana, Northridge High School. Nickel entering today with the team best 0 ERA. He's only pitched in 2.2 innings on the season, giving up 1 hit and 1 run. He's got 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Opposing hitters batting 111 against Nickel. Leading off for St. Francis is the shortstop, number 0, David Snyder. Snyder now a junior out of Scotts Valley, California, Scotts Valley High School. First pitch to Snyder is fouled off for strike 1 on the check swing. Snyder, with the second best batting average on the team at .305, has 18 hits and 15 runs scored and 59 at-bats, 5 RBI and 1 home run on the season. He also has a double, 2 doubles and 2 triples under his belt. Big cut. Snyder down in the count 0-2. Snyder with 14 walks, 7 strikeouts, 0 stolen bases. Nickel, the righty, gets him looking on the inside corner for out number 1. 1 out. Your batter now is number 25, Tanner Gaff. Gaff, 6'4", 205-pound sophomore out of Columbia City, Indiana, Whitco High School. Gaff entering with the team best 2 home runs, has a .250 batting average, 17 hits and 9 runs scored and 68 at-bats. 16 RBI to go with his 2 jacks, .382 slugging percentage, 21 strikeouts to 7 walks for Tanner Gaff. Big lefty. Gaff with the check swing as the count's evened up at 1 apiece. Tanner had that big catch in the top of the first inning. Ryan Hartig was the batter, but was able to hold Ben Longacre at third base. That was a huge play for the Cougars. 1-2 your count. That one fouled off.
Go guys, somebody on.
Looking at the second regular season baseball coaches top 25 rankings, as that ball slapped into left field over the left fielder's head. Short hops the fence. Gaff with a stand-up double. Outstanding piece of hitting by the sophomore, Tanner Gaff. He drilled that ball right over Ryan Hartig's head, the left fielder, as it short hopped the fence. That'll bring to the plate Noah Frymuth. Frymuth comes to the plate with a runner at second base and 1 out. Noah with a .265 batting average on the season, 18 hits, 3 runs scored, and 68 at-bats. Has 6 RBI, 0 home runs as that first pitch is up and in. 1-0 your count. Frymuth with 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. Slugging percentage of .338. Frymuth from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bishop Dwenger High School, a transfer from Purdue University. 6'2", 220-pound sophomore. Heck of a football player for the Saints as well. The righty with the open stance has both of his eyes locked in on nickel. Checks that one low and inside for ball 2. 2-0 is your count. Cougars coached by Greg Roberts in his 13th season with St. Francis. Just catches the zone low and inside. 2-1 your count with Tanner Gaff at second base. Gaff with 9 runs scored on the season. That's second best, only to David Snyder's 15 runs scored for the Cougs. Pitch down low, 3-1's your count with 1 out. The number 1 pitcher is Travis Grimm for Goshen. Entering today, he's got 35 innings pitched under his belt. Make that 38.2 innings pitched. Full count now to Frymuth on the foul ball. Noah wearing number 33. Somewhat made famous by Jose Canseco, one of the Bash brothers. Full count, nobody holding Gaff at second. Frymuth turns on it, and it's drilled towards Hartig, and it's gone. A 2-run home run for Noah Frymuth gives the Cougars the lead 2-1 over Goshen here in the bottom of the first inning. For Frymuth, that is his first home run on the season. Huge hit. So Noah Frymuth flexing his muscle there on the 2-run home run that scores Tanner Gaff.
Somebody's got to go get that.
That's going to bring to the plate Tyler Prince. Best batting average on the team, hitting .328 on the season. 19 hits, 7 runs scored, and 58 at-bats. He's got 1 home run and 6 RBI, 11 walks, 14 strikeouts for Prince. The big righty, 6'3", 200 pounds. Once again from Bishop Lewis High School.
Hey, come on, Eric. One time. Get on that! Oh, I was out there. Not a bad good eye.
2-2, you're counting now to Prince. Big swing and a miss for out number 2. So Nichols giving up 2 hits and has 2 strikeouts here with 2 outs, and your batter is number 21, Keaton Sullivan.
Go, Sully.
Keaton with the 3rd best batting average on the team at .270. 20 hits, 9 runs scored, and 74 ABs. Keaton has 8 doubles on the season, as that first pitch is a swing and a miss. His 8 doubles ranks him number 44, averaging .4 doubles per game. He's also got a triple under his belt, 10 RBI, 2 walks to 14 strikeouts for Sullivan. Pitch down low, 1-1 your count. Tanner Gaff with 21 strikeouts leads the Cougs. Prince and Sullivan at 14. As the breaking ball falls in for strike number 2. 1-2 is your count. Keaton, in his senior year from Lima, Ohio, Bath High School, 6'4", 215, can play just about every position on the field. Starting in center field today, 2-2's your count. Came in as a shortstop, got bumped over to third base after Snyder came in. now playing center field in his senior year. Drills it. High fly ball. Hartig underneath it at the warning track for out number 3. That being said, the damage, it has been done here in the bottom half of the first. Cougars lead it 2-1 over the Goshen College Maple Leaves. We head to the top of the second.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at ONE, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Ash Center where the Cougs lead it 2-1 over Goshen after the huge 2-run home run by Noah Frymuth. Keaton Sullivan flied out deep to left field right at the warning track. Hartig at the fence made the grab for out number 3. Leading it off for Goshen is going to be number 17, Cody McGuire, excuse me. Cody entering today with a 159 batting average, 11 hits, 6 runs scored in 6 9 ABs, 1 home run, 13 RBI, 12 walks, 17 strikeouts. Hits the second pitch. So the errant throw there by second baseman Tony Bova is going to pull Prince off the bag. McGuire reaches on an E4. So the leadoff batter is aboard. That'll bring up Chase Hunter, the right fielder, batting in the 9 hole. Chase batting .095 on the season, 2 hits, 1 run scored, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts. Flashes the bunt.
Guys, we just got a foul ball and you're all sitting there on your butt. Somebody's got to
0-1's your count. Matt Fiorini with a runner at first base. It's Cody McGuire. McGuire, the third baseman, back easily to first. The 0-1 from Fiorini. From the stretch. 0-2 now your count. That's 2 bunt attempts there for Hunter. Charging in was Cougar third baseman Brady Harris, the sophomore from Muncie, Indiana Cohen High School. Fiorini gets him looking for the second strikeout of the game for the sophomore. That's going to bring up the leadoff batter, Brad Stoltzfus, who doubled and scored a run in his first AB back in the first. 1 out, runner at first base for Fiorini. Cougs scheduled to take on Huntington tomorrow. As that first pitch is a ball to Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus wears 44. He's a senior. Pitch misses low and outside. 2-0's your count. St. Francis will take on Huntington as part of a doubleheader. 1 p.m. scheduled first pitch. Upstairs, 2-1's your count. Beautiful pitch by Fiorini. High in the zone, got him right at the letters. Two and two now your count. After the called second strike. That pitch lower in the zone. So Fiorini working the zone here against Stoltzfus. Ball driven to left field. Frymuth underneath it. For out number 2. The wind is playing a little bit of havoc here on these outfielders. Anything hit to left field will carry in today's game. That brings up number 6, Ben Longacre. Had an RBI double in his first at-bat, scoring Stoltzfus from second base. Longacre already one of the top offensive players in the Crossroads League in this early season. Guys have been back from spring break for a little over a week now. 1-0's your count. We're evened up at 1 apiece on the called first strike to Ben Longacre. Longacre's out of Bartow, Pennsylvania, Boyertown High School. Indiana Wesleyan just picked up a basketball recruit out of Pennsylvania. 7' 1 inch Seth Maxwell. Turning down Division I offers to go play for the Wesleyan Wildcats. 2 balls, 1 strike. Longacre at the dish. Checks that one for strike 2. Fiorini really settling in on the bump for Coach Greg Roberts. As the first 3 batters faced in this game all resulted in hits. 3 hits followed up by a walk to load the bases. That one hit into right field. Gaff misjudged it, went right over his head. So that's going to be another RBI, this time an RBI triple for Ben Longacre. That'll score Cody McGuire all the way from first base. So Longacre is as advertised, folks. He is ripping the ball all over the field. That's going to bring the plate Clint Strobel. Longacre, once again, just a sophomore. Big boy at 6'3", 215. Your batter's Clint Strobel, who singled back in the first inning. Brad Stoltzfus scoring on the play, as we're tied at 2. Looked like Gaff was getting ready to camp underneath that one, then it flew over his head. Got an artificial infield here at the Ash Center. Just installed about 6 months ago. Maybe less. Off-speed pitch, 2-hop chop. Harris comes up firing. Out number 3. Still Goshen ties it up here at 2 as we head to the bottom of the second. Tied here at the Ash Center.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab. AWP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back, everyone, to the Ash Center. Goshen and St. Francis tied at 2. Maple Leafs with 4 hits. St. Francis with 2 hits and 2 errors so far in this game. Leading off for St. Francis will be number 5, Jack Harris, the DH, followed by Brady Harris and Tony Bova.
Go, Jack, every inning here. Come on out. Every inning.
Jack Harris, 6 foot 1 inch, 190-pound sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bishop DeWanger High School. First pitch to Harris is going to hit him, as he'll take first base on the hit by pitch. That'll bring to the plate Brady Harris. Jack Harris entering with a .269 batting average. Brady Harris at 193, 11 hits, 6 runs scored, and 57 ABs, 5 RBI, 10 strikeouts, 7 walks. For number 20, Brady Harris, 6 foot 165, takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1 your count with Jack Harris at first base. Coach Roberts coaching third base. Bunts laid down, gonna roll foul. Coaching first base is Miguel Tucker, assistant coach, former player here at St. Francis. Dustin Butcher, assistant coach in the dugout. Coach Roberts also spent 1 year as a head coach at Ohio Northern, the Polar Bears. Nichols, your pitcher. From the stretch, the righty upstairs. So it counts at 1-2 now to Harris. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the game for Nickel. That's going to bring up second baseman Tony Bova. Bova with the 179 batting average, 5 hits, 5 runs scored, and 28 ABs. 4 RBI on the year, 12 strikeouts, 1 walk for the second baseman Tony Bova. Harris at first base. Back easily. Bova takes that pitch for a strike. Bova's E4 proved to be costly there in the top of the second, as Cody McGuire came home to score on an RBI triple by Ben Longacre. As that pitch is going to fall in for a 1-out single. We got runners at first and second now for Matt Vollmer. Vollmer entering today with a 200 batting average, 6 hits and 30 ABs. Does have 3 RBI, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks.
Atta-baby, get a good pitch.
1-0 your count with runners at first and second.
Stay high. What do you say? What is that?
Vollmer going to check that one low and outside. Up in this count 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Perfect pitch right down the pipe. 2-1. Nickel once again just his second game played on the season, entering today with 2.2 innings pitched under his belt. The 2-1 fouled off. 2-2's your count. Other games today in the Crossroads League. Huntington's at Mount Vernon Naz. Taylor at Indiana Wesleyan. Grace is at Marion. Taylor picked to win the Crossroads League this year by the coaches. So Vollmer goes down looking. The fourth strikeout of the game for Nickel. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, David Snyder. Struck out looking in his first AB. Snyder with a .305 batting average entering today's game. First pitch in the dirt. Advancing to third base is going to be Harris. So now we got runners at the corners on the pass ball. Heads up running there by Jack Harris. Good job of keeping the ball in front of him. That's Clint Strobel, the catcher. Strobel at 6'2", 215 out of Virginia. Newport News, Virginia. First pitch is a called strike to Snyder. Snyder with an opportunity here, ducks on the pond. Nickel, the righty, from the stretch. That one's fouled off, 0-2. Snyder entering today with a career batting average of .261. He has 5 home runs under his belt, had 3 his sophomore season. 1 his freshman year and 1 his so far here in his junior year. Saw the catcher located there on the outside corner. We got a pickle. Harris coming home to score. Now the throw goes home. And safe at third base once again is Harris. Gotta love the call there by Coach Roberts with his batter in the hole. 1-2 now.
Come on, David, stay down in there.
Excuse me, 2-2 is your count. 2-2, 2 outs. Runners at second and third base. Coach Roberts, one of the best small ball coaches in the Crossroads League year in, year out. The Snyder stays alive. Going down to foul off the pitch. St. Francis picking up its 3rd hit of the game. That was the single by Bova. Goshen with 4 hits. That ball's drilled into center field for out number 3. Camping underneath it was Ben Longacre, the sophomore. What a day he's had. A double, a triple, 2 RBIs. We head to the top of the 3rd inning, tied at 2 here from the Ash Center.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab.
Welcome back, everyone. Top of the third inning here. It's Ryan Hartig, the left fielder. He's been busy out there in the field watching balls sail over his head and such. Ball called there. I believe our count's at 1-1. We'll wait for a signal from the umpire. Once again, no scoreboard here yet at Ash Center Field. World Baseball Academy. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Ryan Hartig, who drew a walk. Ball's popped up, Prince underneath it. That ball tailing away, just got away from Prince. Hartig now at second base on the E3. That'll bring up Colby Malson. Once again, the wind playing havoc here. The Ash Center. Matt Fiorini here in the third inning with 45 pitches under his belt, 29 thrown for strikes, 16 thrown for balls. Your batter is Colby Malson. Takes that first pitch low for a ball. Malson drew a walk in his first AB. Got a 1-1 count with Hartig at second base and 0 outs. Fiorini, the lefty. Big swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. 1-2 your count. Ball hit into shallow center field. Sullivan fields it cleanly and gets it in. That'll hold Hartig at third base. Malson now 1 for 1 in this game with the single. That's going to bring up Cody McCoy, who struck out in his first AB back in the first. We got runners at first and third. That first pitch will miss low and outside to Cody McCoy, shortstop. McCoy entering today's action with a .238 batting average, 19 hits and 11 runs scored and 80 at-bats. His 80 at-bats is second most on the team, only behind Ben Longacre. I believe our count's at 2-0. The pitch will miss outside. So the 3-0 coming up from Fiorini to Cody McCoy. McCoy taking the whole way there for a called first strike. 0 outs here from the Ash Center. McCoy's a senior. Batting in the 6 hole. That ball hit. Good backhanded stop there by Harris. Looking to turn 2. Was able to get the lead runner, so Hartig comes home to score. That's the go-ahead run. Goshen's up 3-2. Mawson out at second base on the fielder's choice. 1 out, McCoy at first for your batter, number 27, Nolan Holcomb. Carlton Fisk, old number at playing for the Boston Red Sox, had to switch it to 72 when he got traded to the White Sox, which was always an odd number. The 1-0, McCoy at first. Ball into the dugout right off the end of the bat. 1-1's your count. Fiorini. 1-2 now your count after the called second strike. Another strikeout for Fiorini as we now have 2 outs. Batters Cody McGuire. Fiorini now with 1 strikeout in each inning. He's got 3 total in this game. Fiorini giving up 4 hits in his first game against St. Ambrose back on February the 18th in 10 at-bats. 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, and 3 walks. Second pitch misses low and inside. The 2-0. Another one in the dirt. The artificial dirt, if you will. 3-0 to McGuire. McGuire, the third baseman. Wearing 17. Low in the zone for strike 1. 3-1's your count. McGuire's a sophomore infielder, 6 foot 1 inch, 190-pounder from Portage, Indiana, Portage High School. 3-1. Ball's popped up into left field. Frymuth underneath it. Makes the grab for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Goshen up 3-2 over your Cougs here from the World Baseball Academy.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction.
The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Welcome back, everybody. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Goshen leads it 3-2 over your Cougars. Goshen currently with 6 hits, 0 errors. St. Francis with 3 hits and 2 errors in this game. Leading it off for your Cougars is going to be Tanner Gaff, the right fielder. Tanner with a double and a run scored back in the first. And he ripped that ball. Gaff entering today with a .250 batting average. He's got some power at the plate. First pitch is called a ball. Second pitch misses. Gaff once again, just a sophomore at 6'4", 205. 2-1 now your count. Big cut. We're evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gaff with a team best 21 strikeouts on the season, 7 walks. Two balls, 2 strikes as Nichols steps off the rubber to regroup. Gaff staying alive at the plate, 2-2. Just a bit outside as we have a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of the Fort Wayne media in attendance here. We got Justin Prince from WFFT Local. Gaff takes first base. So the leadoff batter is aboard for number 33, Noah Frymuth, who had a 2-run home run back in the first inning. The only 2 runs for your Cougs in this game. We also have the legendary Dean Pantazzi standing right next to me. Dino from Channel 21 here in Fort Wayne. Cougar baseball team always getting a lot of love here from the local media. 0-1 is your count to Frymuth. Ooh, just catches the inside corner for strike number 2. 1-2 your count to Frymuth. Noah with a .265 batting average entering today's game. Waits on the off-speed pitch right up the middle. An easy double play there for the shortstop, Cody McCoy. Unassisted double play as he caught that ball right over second base. The unassisted double play, that's 2 outs, going to bring up Tyler Prince, the freshman for your Cougars. Prince wearing number 23, a team best .328 batting average entering today's game. Prince struck out in his first at-bat back in the first inning. First pitch misses up and in. 1-0 is your count. Second pitch ripped into right field. 2-out single. Knocking that ball down was Chase Hunter. It's going to bring the plate Keaton Sullivan. Sullivan popping out deep to left field. Hartig making the catch at the warning track for Keaton's first hit. 6'3" center fielder, utility player for St. Francis. Checks that first pitch for ball one. Cougs picking up their fourth hit of the game earlier in this inning when Prince got his single. Long throw there for number 17, Cody McGuire, as he had to retreat fielding that ball. We'll head to the top of the fourth inning. Goshen up 3-2 over your Cougs here from the World Baseball Academy.
UP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics. The industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at ONE, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and
welcome back, everybody, to the Ash Center here. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Leading off is going to be the right fielder, Chase Hunter, for Goshen. Then the top of the lineup. So we're guaranteed to see Ben Longenker again. What a day he's had so far with a double and a triple and 2 RBIs. He's the center fielder for the Maple Leafs. Not to be outdone, left fielder Noah Frymuth for the Cougs with a 2-run home run in his first at-bat, his first home run on the season. Hunter struck out looking in his first AB back in the second inning. And it looks like we got a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 12, Brighton Schofield, freshman from Muskegon, Michigan. Schofield entering today with 7 hits, 6 runs scored, and 32 ABs, has a .219 batting average. Swing and a miss. Looks like halfway through his decision making, wanted to check swing. Couldn't do it. 0-1's the count. Swing and a miss. Fiorini now up in this count. 0-2. Schofield with 12 strikeouts. Make it 13 strikeouts on the season, 5 walks. Fiorini now with 4 strikeouts in this game, 1 in each inning. We got 1 out for the leadoff batter, Brad Stoltzfus. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. He popped out to left fielder Noah Frymuth in his first AB, or his second AB back in the second inning. Stoltzfus gonna check that one for a strike. Stoltzfus, the senior, 5'10", 195-pounder. 1-1's the count with 1 out. We got 1s on the board. Two 1. Oh, pitch just misses inside. 2-1 is your count. Last year, just Clinton Strobel was named All Crossroads League first team for Goshen, as we got a full count. Quinlan Armstrong was named to the Gold Gold Glove team. He was a freshman last year for Goshen. As Stoltzfus is going to draw the walk. Stoltzfus also made the Gold Glove team in his junior year a year ago. He's playing first base. So with one out, Stoltzfus at first for Ben Longacre. First pitch is a ball. Last year, St. Francis, Noah Frymuth and Tanner Gaff both being named to the honorable mention team. Kansas Varner, the senior, also being named honorable mention a year ago. Last year, Tanner Gaff with the second best batting average on the team, really the best batting average at 371. 2-1's your count to Ben Longacre. Frymuth batting 319 a year ago, the second best batting average. Kansas Varner at 314, Cole Gerardo at 313 for the Cougs a year ago. Snyder batted 307. Those are all the Cougar players batting over 300 last year. In foul territory, Prince cannot come up with the grab, and that was a fair ball. And looks like Stoltzfus is going to be safe at second. So I'm not sure what's the official call is going to be on that play right there. Longacre might have reached on an E3. Just one out here in the top of the fourth. Your batter is Clint Strobel. Strobel all Crossroads League a year ago. Strobel just a junior. Big catcher. Takes that first pitch for a ball. So Longacre, that was called a single and not an error. He's 3 for 3 in this game. Strobel up in this count 2-0. With one out. Goshen now with 7 hits in this game. Cougars 4. St. Francis with 2 errors. Goshen with 0 errors. 3 balls, 0 strikes to Clint Strobel II. He went to Menchville High School out of Newport News, Virginia. Strobel goes 6'2", 215. Big cut for strike number 1. 3-1's your count. 1 out. Fiorini now with 79 pitches under his belt, 46 strikes, 33 balls. 3-1 to Strobel. Fouled off right at me. Full count now with 1 out. Runners at first and second base. Goshen did leave 3 runners stranded back in the first inning. Goshen had bases loaded with 1 out. Fiorini was able to get out of the jam. This ball's ripped into the left field gap. Frymuth grabs it on the hop, comes up firing. That ball's cut off. Good cutoff by Harris as they're going to get Longacre out at third. So Stoltzfus is going to score on the RBI single by Strobel. And a great job by number 20, Brady Harris, cutting that ball off and getting Longacre in the pickle. Brings the plate, Ryan Hartig. Goshen now up 4-2 with the runner at first base and 2 outs. First pitch is a strike to Hartig. Hartig's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Had his single and run scored back in the 3rd inning. Runners off. Throw not in time. That's a stolen base for number 21. Bobby Garcia, the freshman from Puerto Rico. It's out of Carolina, Puerto Rico. That's Strobel's courtesy runner getting the stolen base. Two now the count to Hartig. Fiorini. This is low and inside. Full count. Wonder where they're going to put that scoreboard. It looks like right center field. They got the post already in. They just need to get the scoreboard put up. Well, that'd be nice. Hartig turns on that one, yanks it into foul territory. 2 outs with the full count. We have a runner at second base. That's Garcia. Garcia with 5 stolen bases, make it 6 stolen bases now in the season. So that pitch is going to miss high and inside. Runners at first and second base with 2 outs for your batter, Colby Mawson. Mawson wears number 2, the sophomore from Tri-Central High School. Your second baseman here in this game. First pitch by Fiorini, swung on. Gaff in right field makes the grab for out number 3. Still Goshen getting a run back on the RBI single by Clint Strobel, scoring Brad Stoltzfus. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, St. Francis down 4-2 against these Goshen College Maple Leafs.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction.
The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Welcome back, everyone. As you see at Goshen, 8 hits, 4 runs. St. Francis, 4 hits, 2 runs, and 2 errors. And your batter is number 5, Jack Harris.
We're fucking around. We're down 5-3 or 5-2. We're in here fucking around.
Goshen. Woo! That one ricocheted. Almost hit me. Jack Harris is your batter. 0-1's your count. On deck, it's Brady Harris. That'll miss outside. 1-1's your count. That one almost hit me. Harris was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, reached all the way to third base. Slow roller over to the second baseman for out number 1. That's Colby Mawson making the play. That's going to bring up number 20, Brady Harris. Brady struck out in his first at-bat back in the second. Doing a good job at third base today is Harris. Rips that first pitch. And coming up to make the grab is Hartig for out number 2. It's a tough position to play today, left field with the wind blowing out to left. Hartig doing a good job on that one, jumped on it from the get-go. With 2 outs, your batter is Tony Bova, second baseman.
Come on, Bova, let's get going.
Bova with the single in his first at-bat. That was back in the second inning. Big hit there by Bova. Entering today with a 179 batting average, 5 hits, 5 runs scored, and 28 ABs.
Don't tell me no one knows how you feel right now.
Bova's from Anderson, Indiana, Anderson High School.
Just don't take yourself out mentally.
I'm ready for March to be over.
It's like 1-2 count to Bova. That ball's ripped into left field. Bova with another single. As he's going to go for second. And he's got it. Tony Bova follows up his single with a double. Working hard there on the base pass, looking for the extra base. That's going to bring up Matt Vollmer, catcher.
Come on, Matthew.
With a runner in scoring position, it's Tony Bova at second base. That's the 5th hit of the game for your Cougars. Folks, we also do have live stats if you go to Game Changer and find the University of St. Francis. But if you want detailed stats, then you got to get a membership, I guess. Vollmer struck out looking back in the second inning. Nichols on the mound, entering today with just 2 innings pitched under his belt. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Nickel, 2.2 innings pitched, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He's a strikeout machine on the bump. That ball's ripped into center field. Longacre on his horse. Is this going to fall right in front of him? Bova's going to come home to score on the RBI single by Matt Vollmer. Cougars pull within 1. That's how it's done right there. Great piece of hitting by the catcher, Matt Vollmer. That ball fell right in front of Longacre out in center field. Bova was able to score easily from second base with 2 outs. Brings up the shortstop, David Snyder. We got a pitcher up in the bullpen. This might be it for Nickel. He gets a pat on the back. What a hit by Matt Ballmer. Take another look at it. There with the 1-0 count. Pitch right down the pipe. Ballmer goes to center field with it. And you could tell Bova was running all the way from the get-go. Not even close. Cougars pull within one.
Come on, Dave, drive in another. Let's go.
Your batter now is David Snyder.
Put down here.
Snyder 0 for 2 in this game.
I'm Dave.
1-0 the count. With the runner at first base. Second pitch is going to be popped up. Shallow left field. Hartig's there with the grab. We'll head to the top of the fifth inning. Cougars get one back. Down 4-3 against these Goshen College Maple Leafs.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Ash Center. We're on field number 1, the new home for Cougar Baseball. On the bump for St. Francis now, it's Kyle Zabarski, 6'2", 210-pound junior from Willoughby, Ohio, a transfer from Lakeland Community College. So Fiorini going 4 innings. 4 innings, giving up 8 hits, 4 runs. Leading off for Goshen, it's going to be number 29, Cody McCoy. McCoy reached safely on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. McCoy entering today with a .238 batting average. As that first pitch misses low in the zone for ball 1. Two on the count. Once again, folks, we do apologize about the flickering that's happening every once in a while. We'll work to get that situation ironed out. McCoy taking all the way there. 3-1 now the count. That ball hit right up the gut. Snyder reaches out to grab it, throws across his body. What a play by David Snyder for out number 1. Beautiful looking play there as the junior on the run there had to cock back, fired over to Prince for the out. That'll bring up Nolan Holcomb, number 27, the designated hitter. Checks on that first pitch for ball 1. Holcomb 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout. Fouls that one off the backstop. 1-1 your count.
Did your right fielder re-enter? No. Okay. No, 12 stayed in. 12 stayed in. Yep.
Pitch will miss low and outside. 2 on the count. Zabarski entering with a 1.93 ERA, 0-1 record on the season. Counts evened up at 2 apiece. In 4.2 innings pitched, he's given up 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 of those earned, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. Opposing batters hitting .350 against Zabarski. Full count now to Nolan Holcomb. Holcomb checks that one low for ball 4. That'll bring the plate Cody McGuire, the third baseman. On deck, it's number 12, Schofield. He didn't start this game, but had the last at-bat there on the 9 hole. That first pitch is ball 1. Cougars with 6 hits, 2 errors. Goshen with 8 hits, 0 errors on this chilly Monday afternoon. Pitched low, 2-0 is your count. Zabarski, 6'2", 210-pounder. The junior, as that one's shallow fly ball. Snyder goes back to grab it for out number 2. David Snyder with a heck of a game out there in the infield for Coach Greg Roberts. Brings the plate number 12, Brighton Schofield. Schofield struck out in his first at-bat back in the 4th inning. Runners off. Vollmer's throw not in time. That's a stolen base by Nolan Holcomb. Holcomb, that's his first stolen base on the season. One, 2 the count. Off speed pitch, gets him for strike number 3. Schofield, that's his second straight strikeout in this game. And for Zabarski, his first strikeout coming in on relief. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Cougs down 4-3 against these Maple Leafs.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Ash Center. Goshen College leads it 4-3. Leading off for St. Francis here in the bottom of the 5th is number 25, Tanner Gaff. Gaff, who had a double and a run scored in the first, drew a walk back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 1 in this game. Gaff, the big lefty. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Gaff starting in right field here for Coach Roberts. Big swing and a miss. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. Gaff out of Whitco High School. About an hour away from Fort Wayne. That one fouled off. 1-2's your count. Gaff, one of the bigger players on the team, listed at 6'4". Sullivan's listed at 6'4" as well. Same with Tyler Hall, pitcher. Once again, Cougars scheduled for a doubleheader tomorrow against Huntington. The forecast calls for rain for about 30 straight hours. 2-2's your count. That rain's scheduled to come in sometime around midnight tonight. Ball in the dirt, we're full. Tanner Gaff looking to reach base for the 3rd consecutive at-bat. On deck, it's Noah Frymuth, who had a 2-run bomb back in the first inning. Gaff staying alive at the dish. Tanner Gaff was named All-Crossroads League Honorable Mention a year ago. He and Noah Frymuth both named Honorable Mention. Nickel, the righty, starting this game for Goshen. Entering today with 2.2 innings pitched under his belt. Nickel did not like the first 2 calls by Clinton Strobel, the junior catcher. Strobel last year was All-Crossroads League first team for Goshen. I take that back. Nobody from Goshen was first team. That team was just made up of, yeah, Strobel did make all first team last year. Other than that, Huntington with a run last year behind Mason Shinneberry, Adam Rozier, DJ Moore, Dalton Combs, Shea Buchamp. Dalton Combs got drafted by the San Francisco Giants. As Tanner Gaff rips it into right field for a leadoff single. Gaff now 3 for 3 in this game, reaching the base pass. 2 for 2 at the dish. Did draw a walk back there in the 3rd. That's going to bring up Noah Frymuth. Frymuth, the righty. So Goshen looks like they're going to go to new arm in the pen. Coming in from right field. Take a break here real quick and be right back with you with the new pitcher's stats.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at ONE, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab. AWP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back, everybody. We have 0 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tanner Gaff at first base for St. Francis. Goshen's new pitcher is number 31, Kyle Kotecki, a junior, 6 foot, 160-pounder. He's from Wonder Lake, Illinois, went to McHenry West High School. Kotecki entering today with a 1-1 record, 5.54 ERA. In 13 innings pitched, he's given up 17 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, 10 walks, 11 strikeouts. Opposing hitters are batting .327 against the lefty. Kotecki bats right and throws left. Number 11, Cam Nickel had to start the freshman pitcher, going 5 innings, giving up 7 hits and 3 runs. Frymuth at the dish. First pitch to Noah's down low for ball 1. Gaff with a short lead there at first. One and one's your count to Noah Frymuth. Gaff with 0 stolen bases on the season. The Cougars as a team with 6. 3 players with 2 stolen bases as Frymuth rips it into left field. First 2 batters aboard here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Frymuth at first, Gaff now at second base. Back-to-back singles by the big fellas. That's going to bring up number 23, Tyler Prince. Prince struck out back in the first inning and had a single back in the third, entering today with a team best .328 batting average. 19 hits, second best on the team behind Keaton Sullivan's 20. Sullivan with 74 ABs leads all Cougs. The 1-0 from Kotecki. Fouled off. Kotecki once again entering today's game with 13 innings pitched under his belt. The lefty out of the stretch. 1-1's your count to Prince, the freshman. Checks that for a strike. 1-2.
Hey, battle here, come on, Ty!
Prince can flat out swing it with 19 hits. 1 home run, 6 RBI. He's also got a good eye at the dish. 11 walks entering today's game. That's second best on the team, only to David Snyder's 14 walks. David's got a team best .461 on base percentage. 1-2 with 0 outs. Prince popped up. Tough play there for the right fielder. Number 12. Coming home to score is going to be Tanner Gaff. So an RBI double by Prince. And we're tied at 4. Prince with a 1-2 count fought that off to left or to right field. And the right fielder, Brighton Schofield, having troubles catching up to it. That's going to bring up Keaton Sullivan. Sullivan 0 for 2 in this game.
Too much, Keith. Middle of the field, get us a run.
What's up, big dog?
Middle of the field, get us a run.
Be good.
Ty, don't get doubled now. Right here, right here.
Ball in the dirt. I believe our count's 1-1 as I missed that first pitch.
ball, Keaton.
They're gonna call that last one an error. That's gonna be an E9 on Schofield. As Sullivan rips that ball and it's gone! A 3-run home run for Keaton Sullivan as the Cougars go up 7-4 on the big smash. For Keaton, that's his first home run of the season. What a piece of hitting there by Keaton Sullivan.
Hey, we didn't score Prince as an error.
What a big jack there. 3 RBIs for Keaton Sullivan. Cougs getting 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, taking the lead over from Goshen. And we got 0 outs still. Now, I've just been told that Prince's double was, in fact, a double. Your batter is now Jack Harris.
Something wrong, Butch, with the kids or something?
Second pitch fouled off. 1-1 count to Harris. Ball in the dirt. Strobel knocks it down. Cougar bats coming alive here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Keaton Sullivan got all of that one, hitting in the power alley in left field. Harris fouled away. 2-2's your count. Keaton Sullivan and Tyler Prince getting it done for the Cougs here. Prince with an RBI double. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big inning here for the Cougar bats as Harris rips that ball down the left field line. He's got extra bases as he heads towards second base. 0 out double for Jack Harris. That's going to bring up Brady Harris, who's 0 for 2 in this game. Tough inning here for Kyle Kotecki. We got another arm up in the bullpen for Goshen. Harris popped out to left field back in the 4th inning and struck out back in the 2nd inning. Jack Harris standing on second base after the double. For Jack, that's his 2nd double of the season. Kotecki, the lefty. Ball in the dirt, it's going to get past. Harris takes 3rd. Strobel, he's done a great job behind the plate, but that one got by him. 1-0 is your count. Jack Harris at 3rd base. Big inning here for the Cougs. Keaton Sullivan with some timely hitting there. His first home run of the season for the senior. Slow roller, 2-hop chop, and he is out at first base. Brady Harris hustling down the first base line, just gets thrown out. That's going to bring up number 13, Tony Bova. Bova 2 for 2 in this game with a run scored back in the 4th. Bova, the 2nd baseman. We got 1 out and a runner at 3rd. It's Jack Harris. Off-speed pitch. Bova pops it up over to right. Over to the first baseman, Brad Stoltzfus, for out number 2. That'll bring up Matt Ballmer. Matt had an RBI single back in the 4th. Ballmer, your catcher. entering today with a 200 batting average. First pitch misses inside for ball 1 to Vollmer. Harris not being held on at third. Kotecki, the lefty, misses low and outside. 2-0's your count. Kotecki, once again a junior. It's got about a little sidearm delivery there. 2-1 your count. Vollmer with the 2-1 at the dish. A little bit of movement coming in there. Counts 2-2. Can't see who's out there in the right field bullpen for Goshen. They might have a new arm here shortly. 2-2's the count to Vollmer. High chopper picked up by Kotecki. Underhands it. Stoltzfus with the putout. Still the Cougars pick up 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning and lead it 7-4 as we head to the top of the 6th inning here from the Ash Center.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at ONE, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab.
Welcome back, everybody. Cougars lead it 7-4 after the 3-run jack by Keaton Sullivan. We are here in the top of the 6th inning. On the bump, it's number 16, Kyle Zabarski. Zabarski coming in on relief of Matt Fiorini. Leading off is going to be Brad Stoltzfus. Drew a walk and scored a run in his last AB back in the 4th. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Keaton Sullivan drilled that ball to left center field, folks. Drilled it. Second home run for the Cougars in this game. 2-0's your count. Sullivan now playing center field. Frymuth had the first home run back in the 1st. He's playing left field. 3-0 is the count to Stoltzfus with Ben Longacre on deck. Coach Alex Childers opting not to field that foul ball. 3-1's the count. I don't blame him. It's a chilly day here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Snyder fields it cleanly. Comes up firing for out number 1. David Snyder playing Gold Glove shortstop today for the Cougs. That's going to bring up number 6, Ben Longacre. Longacre's 3 for 3 in this game with 2 RBIs. Has not scored in this game. He's been the offensive muscle, though, for Goshen. Entering today, Longacre with numerous national rankings. His .435 batting average ranks him number 31 in the country. And he's only a sophomore.
Throw that, here we go.
1-1's count. Kyle Zabarski. That ball hit up the gut, knocked down by Snyder, but that's going to be another single by Ben Longacre. That'll bring up Clint Strobel, the catcher. Snyder doing a good job of getting to that one. Your batter is number 7, Strobel. First pitch, swing and a miss. Lazy swing there by Strobel. 0-1 your count. On first base, it's Ben Longacre. Longacre listed at 6'3", 215. Zabarski. Ball ripped into left field. Frymuth fields it on the hop. So with one out, back-to-back singles puts runners at first and second base. Goshen down by 3 runs, 7-4.
Hey, ground ball away, here we go.
One, Ben. Come on, Ryan.
Ryan Hartig's the batter. 1 for 2 in this game with a single and a run scored back in the 3rd inning. Walked back in the 4th. Swings at the first pitch, popped up into right field. Gaff on his horse. Gaff cannot make the grab, as coming home to score on the play is going to be Ben Long. Never mind, no one scored. We got bases loaded now. Gaff cannot catch up to that ball. Garcia, the pinch hitter now at second base. They're going to call that one an E9. Not a single. That ball hit into left field. Going to score Longacre. Also coming home to score is Garcia. And he's gone! Garcia gets gunned out at the plate by Noah Frymuth. 7-5 now your score. 2 outs.
Get off my lawn. Good, Cody.
Your batter now is Cody McCoy. Nice backhanded grab and safe at second base is Colby Molson. So now we have bases loaded. Your batter, it's Nolan Holcomb, number 27. First pitch is the ball to Holcomb. Base is loaded with 2 outs. 1-0 is your count. 7-5, 12 hits for Goshen, 1 error. For St. Francis, 10 hits and 3 errors. So we got a timeout. Assistant coach Dustin Butcher out there on the bump to talk to his pitcher, number 16, Kyle Zabarski. So you see it, 12 hits for Goshen, 10 for St. Francis. Cougs up 7-5. Bova over to first base for out number 3. Folks, I'll go over there and try to fix that camera. Not sure what happened to it. Welcome back, everybody, here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Had to go out there and readjust the camera. Your batter for your Cougars, David Snyder, leading it off. First pitch is a ball. Did miss that first pitch. 2-0's the count. 3-0 now to Snyder. David 0 for 3 in this game with a strikeout and 2 pop flies. (3-1) on the called strike. Snyder just a junior. What a game he's played at shortstop as well. Draws the walk. Leadoff batter aboard here. For Tanner Gaff, number 25. Gaff 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a walk in this game. Catcher lined up there on the outside corner as that pitch just misses outside for ball 1. Snyder at first. Does not have a stolen base on the season. His team up 7-5. The count to Gaff. Tanner once again All Crossroads League honorable mention a year ago after leading the Cougars in hitting. Takes that pitch for a strike. 2-1's your count. Gaff and Noah Frymuth, both last year freshmen, making the honorable mention. Sidearm delivery. I believe that was ball 3. The 3-1 with Snyder at first. Pop fly into left field going foul. His Hartig chases after it.
I'll get it.
Full count now to Tanner Gaff. So Gaff goes down looking for out number 1. That'll bring up number 33, Noah Frymuth. Coach Childers going to come out to talk with his pitcher. We got a new pitcher coming in. We'll take a break and be right back with you for some more Cougar baseball.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at ONE, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab. AWP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics. The industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championship. Welcome back, everybody. The new pitcher is number 1, Chandler Engel. Engel entering today with a 3.38 ERA, 2-2 on the season, has 1 complete game under his belt. In 24 innings pitched, he's given up 21 hits and 11 runs. His 11 runs given up ranks him number 33 in the country. 21 hits ranks him number 25 in the country. 9 earned runs, 14 walks, 17 strikeouts. Opposing hitters are batting .247 against Chandler Engel. Engel, the righty, stands 5'9", 170 pounds. He's from Bern, Indiana, South Adams High School.
Butch, you give your time on it.
Snyder at first base. First pitch by Engel, the righty. It's going to miss for ball 1. Frymuth with a 2-run home run back in the first, grounded out to short back in the third, had a single and a run scored back in the 5th. Two-one now your count. quick throw. Snyder back easily. Frymuth, the 2-1. Rips that ball. And it is off the fence. About 7 feet high. Snyder's going to hold at third base. So 1 out double by Noah Frymuth. Advances David Snyder to third. For your batter, Tyler Prince. Prince, who had an RBI double back in the 5th, scored on the 3-run home run by Keaton Sullivan. Just 1 out. Prince, the freshman from Bishop Lewis High School here in Fort Wayne. Frymuth from Bishop Dwenger High School, the rival. Jack Harris, also from Bishop Dwenger High School. So 3 players in the starting lineup from the Catholic schools in Fort Wayne. Ball in the dirt. Great job by the catcher, Clinton Strobel, knocking that ball down. 2-0's your count. St. Francis picking up its 11th hit of the game there with that smash by Noah Frymuth that missed going out by about 4 feet. Engel, the righty. Ball down low, 3-0's your count. Coach Greg Roberts going to talk with Prince. With the 3-0 count, see if Coach Roberts gives him the go-ahead to swing here on a pitch that he likes. Prince with 1 home run entering today. And he picked up his 7th RBI of the season, draws the walk. Just 1 out. Keaton Sullivan, last time at the dish, it was a homer. Keaton 1 for 3 in this game. He has bases loaded. Coach Childers is going to call timeout, and he's going to bring in another new arm. We'll take a break and be right back with you with the new pitcher's stats.
UP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Ash Center here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The new pitcher for Goshen College is Colton Daniel, sophomore at 6 foot 165. He's from Cayuga, Texas. Daniel entering today with a 4.97 ERA, a 1-0 record on the season. In 12.2 innings pitched, he's given up 11 hits, 11 runs, 7 of those earned, 10 walks, 12 strikeouts. And opposing hitters are hitting .229 against Colton Daniel. Daniel's got some velocity on that right-handed delivery. Your batter, it's Keaton Sullivan. First pitch to Sullivan, 1 for 3 in this game with the home run, 3 RBI. It's a called strike. Bases are loaded. Cougars are looking for their 7th win of the season. In good shape in the Crossroads League standings, currently tied for 3rd place with Taylor. Pass ball, Snyder coming home to score, and does it. Uncontested. Cougars up 8-5. Snyder scoring his first run of the game, advances Frymuth to 3rd, Prince to 2nd. Cougs now up 8-5. Sullivan.
Hell yeah.
Picked up by the second baseman, throws off the mark. 2 runs going to come home to score on the E4. Keaton Sullivan now in this game with 5 RBIs. St. Francis now up 10-5. Brings the plate number 5, Jack Harris, who had a double in his last AB. 1 for 2 in this game. He was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning. Oh, one's count. Sullivan now 1 for 4 with 5 RBI and a run scored. Keaton now has 25 RBI on the season, which is a team best. Harris fouls that one off. Directly in line at me. One, two, the count.
That's how you go.
Now it's 1-2.
Battle, Jack, battle.
2-2 is your count. From the stretch. Harris pops that one up. Longacre underneath it for out number 2. As Sullivan has to race back to first base. Sullivan gets doubled up. We're going to head to the top of the 7th. Cougs up 10-5.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship.
USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Welcome back, everybody, here in the top of the 7th inning. On the bump, Kyle Zabarski, who came in the 5th inning on relief of number 32, Matt Fiorini. Leading it off here, it's going to be Cody McGuire, number 17. Foul ball off the backstop. One and one is your count. McGuire 0 for 3 in this game, reached on an E4 and scored a run back in the second. One, two, your count. Count will remain at 1 and 2 for Cody McGuire. Low in the zone. 2 and 2 now your count. Great looking pitch right down the pipe. Sullivan underneath it for out number 1. It's going to bring to the plate number 12, Brighton Schofield, right fielder. Schofield wears number 12. Zabarski. First pitch at the knees for ball 1. Not sure if that was 1 and 2 by the umpire. That pitch misses upstairs. So 3-1 is the count. Brighton Schofield swung on into right field. Gaff underneath it, looking for the diving grab, could not come up with it. Heading to second base is Schofield with the double. 1 out double by Brighton Schofield. That'll bring up the leadoff batter, Brad Stoltzfus. His team's down by 5 runs, 10-5, here in the top of the 7th. Stoltzfus had a double and a run scored back in the first, walked and scored a run back in the 4th. He is 1 for 3 in this game with 2 runs scored. Schofield at second. First pitch called strike. Goshen now with 13 hits and 2 errors in this game. St. Francis with 11 hits, 3 errors. Oh, 2 now your count. To Stoltzfus. Ball fouled out of play. Count remains at 0-2. Pitch just misses inside. One and two now your count. The senior first baseman, Gold Glover last year, Brad Stoltzes. 2-2's your count.
Come on, Brad.
Stoltzfus down in this count 0-2, works it full with Schofield at second base. Off-speed pitch misses upstairs. We have runners at first and second now for Ben Longacre. Ben is 4 for 4 in this game. 2 RBI and a run scored. Longacre with 7 total bases, 2 singles, 1 double, 1 triple, 2 RBI, 1 run scored. He's a good one for Coach Childers. That first pitch will miss for ball 1. 1 out here with runners at first and second base. Looks like that one fouled off his leg. 1-1 your count. Big kid is Longacre at 6'3", 215. He actually looks a little closer to 6'2". That's what they list Clinton Strobel at, the catcher. One and one your count to Longacre, the sophomore. Center fielder checks that one for ball 2. Two-1. Fouled out of play. We're evened up at 2 apiece.
Hey, somebody go get it. I'm on it, Butch. Fight, fight.
With 1 out, Brighton Schofield hit the double, then Stoltzfus walked. So we got 1 out with runners at first and second, and a 2-2 count to Longacre. That one might stay in. Vollmer underneath it. Ooh. Just on the other side of the fence.
He sold it pretty well.
Count remains at 2-2. Longacre once again. This one's popped straight up. Vollmer right in front of the camera makes the grab for out number 2. Two outs. Your batter is Clint Strobel, the catcher. Strobel is 3 for 4 in this game with an RBI and a stolen base. Actually, that stolen base gets credited to Garcia, his pinch runner. First pitch in the dirt. 1-0 is your count.
Come on, Seven. Stay on hit hard.
Two balls, 0 strikes. Kyle Zabarski now down in this count 3-0 to Clint Strobel. Big catcher. It's 3-1 now on the called first strike. Strobel entering today at the .356 batting average, 2 home runs and 18 RBI. 18 RBI, second best on the team. As he fouls that one off, full count now with 2 outs. Play at any base for the Cougs here in the top of the 7th. Runners off on the fouled off pitch.
Come on, 7, win it.
Full count to Strobel. Right down the left field line. Harris comes up firing and gets him for out number 3. Ahead to the bottom of the 7th, 10-5, St. Francis on top.
Good job, boys. Proud of you. Proud of you. Keep it up.
UP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics, the industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at ONE, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Ash Center. Field number 1, the new home for your Cougar baseball team. St. Francis up 10-5 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. On the bump, that's number 18, Daniel Colton. Came in last inning, has pitched .2 innings with 8 pitches, 5 of those strikes, 3 balls so far in this game.
Hey, Tony, you feel that your last at bat?
Your batter now is number 20, Brady Harris, who just made that outstanding play at third base, making the long throw on a ball that was hit right down the line. First pitch is a strike from Colton Daniel. Brady 0 for 3 in this game, struck out back in the 2nd. Pop out and a ground out. Pitch is down low, 1-1 is your count. The 1-1 fouled out of play. 1-2 now your count. Brady Harris, the sophomore infielder from Muncie, Indiana, Cohen High School. Played a little second base last year for Coach Roberts. moving over to third this year. Jack Harris played a little outfield for Coach Roberts. He can fill in for left field if Frymuth has to come in and pitch. Ball in the dirt, 2-2 your count. Goshen with 13 hits, St. Francis with 11. Goshen 2 errors, St. Francis with 3. The 2-2 now to Brady Harris. Beautiful pitch. Gets him looking for out number 1. That brings to the plate number 13, Tony Bova. 2 for 3 in this game. Popped out to the first baseman in his last AB back in the 5th inning. Bova had a double and scored a run back in the 4th on an RBI single by Matt Vollmer, the catcher. First pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. Off speed pitch misses upstairs. 1-1 your count. The 1-1 to Bova. It's going to miss inside as it rolls back to the backstop. 2-1 your count. In the hole for St. Francis is the shortstop, David Snyder. Bova drills it to left center. Hartig underneath it is called off by Longacre for out number 2. Brings the plate. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Currently in Fort Wayne, it says we have 53-degree temperature. It's not feeling like 53 as the sun is not out. It's cold. The batter is number 17, Justice Tussing, 5'10", 185-pounder from Van Wert, Ohio, Van Wert High School. Entering today, Tussing with a 154 batting average, 2 hits, 2 runs scored, and 13 ABs, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Justice listed as an infielder and an outfielder. Pitch misses low. Two O's the count, Tussing. Another one reaches the backstop, 3-0 with 2 outs. To the pinch hitter with 2 outs. Gets him looking for out, or the first strikeout, or the first strike of this AB. Have to forgive me. My extremities are starting to freeze. 3-1's the count. So Tussing draws the walk. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, David Snyder. Snyder walked and scored a run back in the 6th. He's 0 for 3 in this game with a run scored. Pinch hitter coming in, it's Mikael McCowan from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bishop Lewis High School, 6 foot, 175 pounds. McCown with 2 stolen bases and 2 attempts on the season. We'll look for some action on the base paths with 2 outs. Ballmer expected to head back out in the field to catch. First pitch to Snyder. Low in the zone for strike 1. 0-1 your count. Once again, it's Colton Daniel on the bump, the sophomore. He's the 4th pitcher for Goshen in this game. McGowan's off and running on the hit and run. Hit to right field to Schofield for out number 3. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Cougars up 10-5 over these Maple Leaves.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships. Welcome back to the Ash Center. Cougs up 10-5. Kyle Zabarski on the bump after 3 innings pitched. He's got a pitch count of 69 with 38 strikes and 31 walks. He's averaging 4.3 pitches per batter faced, 23 pitches per inning. Leading off for Goshen's Ryan Hartig, the left fielder. First pitch popped up, Snyder underneath it. Hartig 1 for 3 in this game before the pop out to Snyder. That'll bring up Colby Mawson. Colby's 2 for 3 with a walk. Had an RBI single back in the 6th inning that scored Ben Longacre. Foul ball. Backhanded by Harris. Swing and a miss. On the off-speed pitch, Mawson goes down. That's going to bring up Cody McCoy with 2 outs. Second strikeout of the game for number 16, Kyle Zabarski. First pitch is fouled off. 0-1 the count. McCoy had a single back in the 6th. 1 for 3 in this game. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. Another one fouled off. 0-2 to Cody McCoy. He'll lay off that one high and outside for ball 1. Another arm up in the bullpen for Goshen. It'll be their 5th pitcher on the day. Pitch in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 your count. .533 is your time here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as that pitch misses high and inside. Full count. McCoy, after being down 0-2, has battled back. Counts full. Pop fly into right center field. Gaff underneath it. Route number 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. St. Francis up by 5 runs, 10-5 over the Maple Leafs.
UP Sports finds the athlete's purpose beyond athletics. The industry leader in sports performance for over 10 years in Northeast Indiana. You can find out more by clicking on the Services tab at the top of this page.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
If you're an athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at ONE, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and
new pitcher for the Goshen Maple Leafs, it's number 35, Bailey Young. Bailey's a freshman from Logansport, Indiana. Logansport High School, the Berries. Young enters with an 18.69 ERA and a 0-1 record. In 4.1 innings pitched, he's given up 8 hits, 9 runs, all of those earned, 8 walks, 2 strikeouts. Opposing hitters are batting .471 against Young. The lefty stands 6'1", 235 pounds. And there's another arm up in the bullpen for Goshen. Leading it off for St. Francis will be number 25, Tanner Gaff, the right fielder. Gaff is 2 for 3 in this game with a double, a single, and 2 runs scored. Did strike out looking in his last AB back in the 6th inning. It'll be Gaff, Frymuth, Prince, Sullivan due up for the Cougs. St. Francis with a 4-run 5th and a 3-run 6th inning. 2 runs in the 1st and 1 in the 4th. Gaff, the lefty, only a sophomore. Frymuth on deck, also only a sophomore. Prince, a freshman. Good young offensive power here for St. Francis. Gaff's going to lay off that first pitch for ball 1. Second pitch, up the gut for a leadoff single for Tanner Gaff. Gaff continues to swing it well for St. Francis. Brings up number 33, Noah Frymuth, the left fielder. Frymuth transferred to St. Francis last year after starting at Purdue University. Big pickup for Coach Roberts. Frymuth playing his high school ball nearby Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger High School. Cougars up 10-5 here in the bottom of the 8th. One more chance for Goshen. We're going to have to rattle off 6 runs. Goshen taking their time here. Looks like they're going to try to bring in another pitcher. So for Young, that's it. Short-lived outing there on the bump for one batter. Bailey Young once again entering with an 18 ERA. The new pitcher for the G-Men. He's a righty. That's number 2, Colby Maulson. Maulson started today as the second baseman. Just a sophomore. Maulson at the plate has done well. He's 2 for 4 at the dish with 2 singles and 1 RBI, a walk and a strikeout. Maulson with a 7.04 ERA, a 0-2 record on the season. He does have 3 saves, which ranks him number 47 in the country. In 7.2 innings pitched, he's given up 7 hits, 6 runs, 6 of those earned, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, and opposing hitters are batting .241 against him. Not a good situation for him. The sophomore with the runner at first base, 0 outs. And the hitter is Noah Frymuth. Gaff at first base. First pitch is a strike to Noah Frymuth. Second pitch. Frymuth, who had the 2-run home run back in the first, counts evened up at 1 apiece. Frymuth is 3 for 4 in this game with 3 runs scored. 2-1 the count. Frymuth goes down to get it, and it's gone. A 2-run home run for Noah Frymuth, as the Cougars go up now 12-5. For Frymuth, that's his second home run on the day. He is now 4 for 5 at the plate. Noah Frymuth. Zero out. Your batter now is Tyler Prince.
That's right, not him, me. Way to go, kids. Yeah, let's finish this game, boys.
Prince, 2 for 3 in this game. 0-1's your count.
That's my dude.
Zeller, you got that? Kate.
Frymuth just drilled that ball to left field. Prince drills this one to center. Longacre on his horse. That's going to shore hop the fence. Prince with a stand-up double. Up to the plate now is number 21, Keaton Sullivan. Keaton with a 3-run home run back in the 5th inning. That scored Frymuth and Prince. So that first pitch is a strike.
I can't run in it, but I can still shoot.
Prince at second base. The 0-1 count to Sullivan. Keaton playing center field in today's game. 1-1's your count. St. Francis now with 14 hits, taking over the lead in that category. Goshen with 13 hits. (2-1) Sullivan. In there for a called second strike. 2-2 the count. It's Colby Mawson on the bump. Started this game at second base. He's your 5th pitcher for Goshen in this game. Full count to Sullivan. Goshen started this game with Cam Nickel, and he did a fantastic job on the bump. Swing and a miss. Mawson with his first strikeout of the game. First out of the game for the first out of the inning for St. Francis. That brings up Jack Harris. Sullivan's first strikeout of the game. Jack had a double back in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 3. Down in this count 0-1.
Nolan, you gotta get to the dugout, Megan.
0-1 to Harris. Catches the inside corner. 0-2's your count.
That's down.
Harris goes down to get it, right down the right field line. It's a foul ball. Count will remain at 0-2.
Bo.
Harris swinging on the 0-2. Nice play there by the shortstop, Cody McCoy, for out number 2. Advancing to third base is Prince. With 2 outs, Brady Harris now the batter. Brady 0 for 4 in this game. But flashing some leather over there at third. First pitch to Brady in there for a strike. Noah Frymuth, our player of the game so far, with a single, a double, 2 home runs, 4 runs scored, 2 RBI, 3 RBI for Frymuth.
Sit back. There we go. Let's go. Finish the game, boys. Let's go.
So we head to the top of the 9th inning after Harris goes down with a strikeout. Cougs up 12-5. Final inning.
Athlete or the parent of one, you want to check out Parkview Sports Medicine. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionist, our expert physicians at O&E, and the area's only specialized athletic rehab. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com and click on the Services tab.
Welcome back. Top of the 9th inning, everyone. St. Francis is up 12-5 over Goshen College. St. Francis with 14 hits in this game, 3 errors. Goshen with 13 hits and 2 errors. On the bump for your Cougs, it's Kyle Zabarski. Came in the 5th inning, and it's been strong for Coach Greg Roberts ever since. This is his 5th inning pitched in this game. 0-1 is your count to Tony Bova, or excuse me, to number 21, the pinch hitter, Bobby Garcia. Garcia does have a stolen base in this game as a courtesy runner for the catcher. Check swing popped up to Snyder for out number 1. Brings up Cody McGuire. McGuire, the 3rd baseman. On deck at Schofield. Zabarski. First pitch, perfect strike. 0-1 your count. Goshen College entering today in 8th place in the Crossroads League. In the preseason poll, they were picked to tie for 7th place with Bethel. Swing and a miss for out number 2. That'll bring to the plate Brighton Schofield. As the Cougs are looking to go or improve their record to 7-16 overall, 4-2 in conference play. Your batter, new batter is number 28, Noah Harris. Big cut there by Harris. Entering today, 0 for 1 at the plate. Another big cut. One, 2 is the count to Harris. So Harris, I guess, gets hit to take first base. That'll bring the plate Brad Stoltzfus, leadoff hitter. Brad walked in his last AB. It's 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. First pitch called strike. 0-1's your count. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. Brad Stoltzfus. One ball, 2 strikes. Zabarski. Snyder unassisted for out number 3. Cougars win it 12-5 over the Goshen College Maple Leafs. St. Francis now 7-16 overall, 4-2 in Crossroads League play. Once again, St. Francis set to take on Huntington tomorrow. It's part of a doubleheader, 1 p.m. first pitch, but we are expecting rain here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Looking at the Cougars. David Snyder 0 for 4 with a run scored. Jack Harris 1 for 4. Tony Bova 2 for 4 with a run scored. Matt Vollmer 1 for 3 with an RBI. Keaton Sullivan 1 for 5 with a run scored and 5 RBI. Tyler Prince 2 for 4 in this game with 2 runs scored. Tanner Gaff 3 for 4 at the dish, 3 runs scored. And Noah Frymuth, your player of the game, 4 runs scored, 4 RBI, 2 home runs. He was 4 for 5 at the plate. So the Cougars once again improving their record to 7-16 overall, 4-2 in Crossroads League play. So joining us here, it's number 33, Noah Frymuth. Noah, an outstanding game here for the Cougs. Always nice to pick up another victory. Now 2-3 against Goshen on this season. Talk about today's game, an offensive outburst here by your team.
Well, the biggest thing coming into this game, Coach Roberts told us just to, play a complete game. And we struggled a little bit early defensively and gave up some easy runs to them. But luckily, we had guys get on base, have a lot of good at-bats, a lot of hits, a lot of walks, and we were able to come up clutch and bring them in.
You don't see any flags out here, not a lot of wind being shown in that department, but you played left field, and obviously it seemed like there was a little bit more pop in the bat and the balls hit to left field. What was it like playing out there?
Well, it was a little bit different today because most of the time the wind's actually blowing left to right, so it's a little bit easier to play more shallow in left field. Today we had to stay a little bit back and let the ball travel a little bit to all fields, and on the infield as well, that wind kind of tricked us just because it flipped sides from when it used to come left to right.
Well, entering today with 0 home runs and 6 RBI, that's going to change a little bit. You had 2 home runs in this game, 4 RBI, and 4 runs scored. It must feel really good getting that first home run of the season.
It does, yeah. It's always a great feeling. It's always the best feeling just to be able to put some runs up and help the team out anyway.
All right, well, Noah Frymuth, the starting left fielder, congratulations on a great victory today.
Thank you very much.
So once again, that was Noah Frymuth, who was all Crossroads League honorable mention last year as a true freshman. We're going to try to get Coach Roberts over here. Get a quick soundbite from Coach. St. Francis, after dropping game number 2 against Goshen on Friday, getting the win here, now taking the series 2-1 against Goshen College. Coach Roberts, outstanding offensive day for your team, putting up 12 runs against Goshen College today.
Yeah, we swung the bat pretty well today. A lot of guys had multiple hit days. Ball was carrying for a change. We didn't have that 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing in. And so pretty good day offensively.
Talking about a good day offensively, how about Noah Frymuth, who was 4 for 5 at the plate with 4 RBIs and 4 runs scored. When you brought him in from Purdue University, I imagine that's kind of what you envisioned for that young man.
Well, we'd hope for that. When he was at Purdue, he was a pitcher. So, we kind of recruited him more as a pitcher. So his hitting's been we knew he could hit from seeing him in high school, but it's been a pleasant surprise.
Well, a big 5th inning for your team, highlighted by Keaton Sullivan's 3-run home run. Keaton's always had a little pop to his bat, but what an outstanding at-bat there, and it seemed like the floodgates just opened after that.
That was a big one. No doubt about it. He caught that pitch good, and it was no doubter, and it was big. Kind of broke the game open at that point.
Certainly did. Well, Coach, congratulations on a great victory today. We will maybe be back here tomorrow. We'll see how the weather turns out, but folks, just stay tuned for that one. It's the spring here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, so you never know what's going to happen. So congratulations once again, Coach.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
Absolutely. That's Coach Greg Roberts here after the 12-5 victory over the Goshen College Maple Leafs. Well, folks, thanks so much for joining us. My name is Jeff Mahoney, bringing you the play-by-play for today's game. And once again, just an offensive explosion here for St. Francis, putting up 14 hits and 12 runs scored. Thanks again for joining us. Until next time, which is scheduled for tomorrow at 1 p.m., but we'll see what happens. Stay tuned to stfranciscougars.com. Bill Scott, Sports Information Director, will keep you updated. Thanks again for joining us.